Hey, back at it. Brent Venables has made the decision, as we all know, that he will be now starting to use freshmen and other people in the offensive line due to injuries and due to poor performance. And we're going to talk about that right now on this video, the latest and sooner born. So, my man's Nina.
What up?
So he said, we was checking it out, talking about the old line, and you said he
Yep.
had a question to
Yeah,
ask.
yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah. I,
so
I
what we
checked
got?
out your video. Yeah, I checked out your video, and as I'm watching it, you know what I'm saying? Like my brain start processing stuff, and it just comes up with something. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah.
man, I gotta ask Suge how he interprets this. You know what I'm saying? Because when I watched the video, the first thing that came to mind was like, man, this is late in the season. Like he's taking a chance on burning some of these kids' red shirts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, with that being said, like, why now? Why is he making these changes now? Is it all because of injuries for real? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he's forced to play them, that's just part of the game. You know what I'm saying? That's how the cookie
Hmm.
crumbles. But if he's not really forced to play these guys, like, and I've heard you and Dark and a few other people, I've heard y'all say they have some offensive linemen that are younger that should have been playing, game 2, 3, 4 because of how the offensive line was looking early in the season. So just putting those two things together, like, man, is he burning it? Like, is he taking a chance on burning that red shirt? And what do you think about that?
Yeah. So I think when it comes to like the main person that he brought up was Isaiah Autry, then and he is a true freshman, and I don't think he's played at all this year. So when it comes to him in particular, who was seemed like the main focus of the person they wanted. He's 6'7", 300 pounds, but that's coming from high school, so he's probably really about 6'5" and a half,
Right.
290 or 285 or so. But so so anyway, but that's not always going to translate immediately. Hopefully, he's had enough time in the summer and during the season. I know he still probably needs another year worth of work before. I mean, these grown ass men out here in the SEC that he got to compete against. And let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be tough for him regardless. But with him in particular, I think even if he does play these last 4 games, he would still be able to redshirt because, like I said, with the 4 game thing that they do now, you can play in 4 full games and still
So
be
how many?
able to
So they got
redshirt.
Maine, Mizzou, Alabama, LSU.
Yep, that's all that's left.
That's it.
So
Okay, okay,
that's
okay.
it.
So
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 if
they'll be in the parameters of still being able to
yes,
redshirt if
he can
need be.
still claim a red shirt this year, even if
Okay.
he played through. So I think that's what they thinking. That's why they waited till now, and they probably was. I'm pretty sure they didn't expect it to be this horrible, and they didn't expect the offensive line to look like complete sewage water. You know what I'm saying?
so,
So I think
so why not play these kids earlier, like y'all were clamoring for? You
I
know what I'm saying? Why wait until now? Why make this decision now when you've gotten two quarterbacks killed? Why wait this late to make that decision if you feel comfortable with this kid coming in at the brunt of the schedule? You know what I'm saying? Like it's still like why not play this kid against Houston, who I don't think has won a game this year yet? Why not play him, you know what I'm saying, to see if he can even adjust to that speed and level of Division 1 football? You finna throw him in there against Bama and them coming up and LSU and them coming.
I I think it's a multitude of things. I think that
Okay.
the beginning of the season, I think that well, actually, because coming into the season, it was already looked at. Shout out to the unofficial 40, Kerry Murdoch and all them boys, Josh McQuist and them. They've been talking about this since spring ball that basically the offensive line didn't look good. Like they was basically hitting around it this whole time. Like, man, I don't know. Maybe OU defensive line is that good, but they is working the offensive
Uh,
line in practice.
okay, okay,
So that
okay.
has been said for a while. So when the season started, like right before the season, a player or two got hurt. I can't remember the exact player because there's been so many people hurt in and out. But anyway, the offensive line was never in cohesion to start the season. So they was in the middle of trying to figure out who's gonna play, who can play, what lineup makes the most sense, who's played together the most, who all this type of stuff, to where they didn't even really have time to worry about putting freshmen in and all these other. They were still trying to figure out what the O line was gonna be. And then once they finally got to a point, say 4 or 5 games in, to where they said, okay, these are the guys we running with. They ran with it. That lasted about a game, because the next game, about halfway through, like 2 players got hurt. Who we back to shuffling. And then same thing happened last game. Was it Sexton got hurt, Jake Taylor been hurt, and those are the main 2 tackles that they got. Ain't that's any good anyway. They put Spencer Brown back out there. He hasn't really done much. And so I think that's why the freshmen never really got a chance to play, because I think if they would have had this group together playing those first couple games, maybe you sneak the freshmen in at the end, but they were still trying to because remember, other than the first game, nothing's been a blowout. The first game was the only blowout. It was like 50 something to 3 or whatever, and that's everything else. Houston, every other game's been close, like 16-12 and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I think happened when it comes to why they haven't played them thus far. And I think now they just kind of at the point where they like, hey, it is what it is. We might as well get these boys some experience and try something different.
Okay. So one more question, because you already enlightened me on the red shirt deal. Because I don't be knowing the insides out of OU stuff, so I know I can come get the answer here. So, at no point has this freshman shown that he's better than the people that's playing in front of him. That's the last thing. That's the last question I got for you. And like, what are they looking at in practice for them? Just what my brain processes, man. Can you help me with that?
And I would say to that, I think that they've probably seen like this guy got potential or whatever, but we just gonna keep on rolling with the guy with more experience. We don't want to burn this kid's red shirt. See, I think they got caught in a spot where is it worth it to burn this kid's red shirt at this point of the season? Now I know what you're saying. You like, hell, if I'm seeing him look, he's a better player, he looks better in practice. Let's get him in there. Best player on the field.
If I'm Jackson Arnold or if I'm Michael Hawkins Jr.
Yes.
and I'm seeing him in practice as the best fucking lineman, he ain't playing. I'm like, man, they trying to get me killed.
Right. So you naturally
and then you want to bench me?
Right. Right. So you naturally would think that. And so I do think, it was honestly, I would say it was a mistake. If this kid comes in and shows that he's a good player, I mean, we still got to see it on the field.
Got to see it. Got to see it.
Got to see it. So
but
if he comes in,
seen it. Because he coming to the gauntlet still.
Right, he coming to the gauntlet. I mean, granted, he's playing Maine this week, so how much can we really tell? I don't know.
True. But the rest of it is serious business.
Right. So if he come in, let's say he finished the season and he balls out. Now you are like.
Okay.
We were already questioning the coaches a little bit. Now it just brings more questions. I see what you're saying. Like, it's like, well, hell, guys, like, why ain't you been playing them all year? Maybe we might not have had a fumble or two if we would have had some of these young boys in there.
Might have had 8.
Might not have had 9 sacks. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Might could have got that big playoff. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm still young. I'm not acting like, you know what I'm saying, I got 59 years coaching experience or anything like that. But I think just universal football, most sports and most coaches are going to say, I want my best 11 on the field. Business decisions and all that other shit out the window. I want my best 11 on the field.
Best 11 out there.
I got to have him on the field. So if he's part of that equation, I don't understand why it hasn't been earlier, like y'all been asking for since the beginning of the year. And, thank goodness he's not taking a chance on burning his red shirt, because that really would have been messed up. But my question shifted from the red shirt part to, okay, are they waiting till now? But, you answered it, and I appreciate it. Now I see the reason why he hasn't been on the field. But if he turns out to be a good one,
Yeah, it's gonna be that's gonna bring more questions. Yeah. So
Yeah.
all
So
right. So
to
we
be
did want to.
continued.
Yeah, right. Before we do close this out, we did want to look at the top 25. We just wanted to kind of see what the people think, see what we think about this. We got Oregon's at number one, Georgia at number two, Penn State at number three, Ohio State, Miami at five, Texas at six, Tennessee, Notre Dame, BYU, Texas A&M, Clemson, Iowa State, and Indiana. So
No, that's the top 12.
that is the top 13 actually. I don't know why on this one they got Clemson and Ohio State tied at number 11. That's just why. But anyway, that's how it
Clemson
looks
and
on
who?
Iowa State.
Oh, yeah, okay. Um, it's 12 teams, man. It's 12 teams off in there, man. What you think, man? What you
All
think
right.
about the 12 teams that have been presented?
So looking at this,
Is that a for real 12 right now?
that's the AP top 25 right now.
And those are the top 12. So if
So
today
basically, Iowa State is at 12. I don't know why they got Clemson and Iowa State at number 11. Both of them number 11. That's stupid.
yeah.
But,
I
yeah,
think they had a bye last week because they fell from like 10 to 13 or something like that. They were in the
right.
top 10. Yeah.
Yeah, listen. So I listen. I got Iowa State. BYU, and Clemson for sure. I think I'm pretty sure you like, nah, they shouldn't be there.
You think they fraudulent?
Fraudulent.
Okay.
Frauds.
I concur. Um, what you think about Oregon being number one?
No. No.
Hey,
Not at all. I
even
just
though they beat
no.
Ohio State.
Yes, even though they beat Ohio State, I don't know, man. I don't believe them. I just don't.
They've never proved it. I think that's the issue. When
And
they
here's
get that
another thing.
top spot, they never prove it.
Here's another thing. See, this is where I think it was Dylan Gabriel to me was never. I'll give if a damn. He's at OU right now. Dylan Gabriel, we would have won more games. We'd be bowl eligible right now. But Dylan Gabriel was never going to win you no national championship or nothing like that. Right now, what he's doing is like, okay, now people thinking like, oh yeah, it's easy to say like, oh, Oklahoma was tripping. They should have kept Dylan Gabriel. They'll be undefeated. No. Because
Undefeated.
first of all, it's a totally different situation. Yeah, it wouldn't be. We still
Ain't
have
nobody
probably.
going undefeated with that offensive line.
Hey, you would still have at least 2 losses by now. You know what I'm
Minimum,
saying?
yeah.
Maybe probably 3, but at least 2, probably 3. And so Oregon has a better squad they working with right now. They spend a lot of NIL money out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
I think they said the guy that runs Nike was like he pouring so much money because he want to see a
Phil
championship
Knight.
before he pass away. Say,
Mhm.
man. So the Ohio State game means nothing.
No, not that it means nothing. It's just I don't even think Ohio State's that great. I don't trust Ryan. What's his name? Ryan Day. I don't trust him as a coach. No, I don't trust him. A hell of a recruiter. They get the players out there, but for some reason they can't.
Yeah,
They
they
can't put
got
it
the
together.
receivers and running backs and DBs and
He
D
almost
linemen.
like a Lincoln Riley type of coach to me. You know, he can get there. He can recruit pretty good players. He get there. He can probably put up big numbers and all this stuff. But when it come down to the big game and it come down to the come down, he gonna lose to Jim Harbaugh
Yeah,
in Michigan.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay. So who was number 2?
Georgia.
Do they belong in the top 12?
Yes, I'm gonna say yes.
Okay, I
I'm gonna
agree.
say yeah.
Who's 3?
Penn State. 7-0 out there. So I'm gonna give them.
7-0.
I'm gonna give them a little credit because they're 7-0. But
Have you seen their schedule?
what I will say, that's what I'm about to say
Have you
is
seen their non-conference schedule?
they
Penn
really
State does
ain't.
this all the time.
West Virginia, Bowling Green, Kent State, Illinois, UCLA, and USC, who we know is fraud. We just talked about Lincoln Riley, and
UCLA
that's
for
their
sure.
win. So now, will they be top three before the season's over? Hell no. That's what I'm thinking about. Hell no.
Hey, and they got Ohio State this week.
Ohio
So
State probably beat them. Ohio State
so
probably
we
beat
about
them.
to figure we if we're wrong, we about to find out in a couple of days. Because I think
Real
I think
quick.
Penn State's fraudulent all the time. I think they're probably about a top 15,
Mm-hmm.
18 team in the country, but top 10, top 12, nah. And that's year in, year out. Because
No, they
Penn
like
State never
Iowa. They
really
like
does
Iowa.
it.
Remember, no, Iowa was always ranked top 10 at the beginning of the year for some reason, or top 15. And
Yeah,
they never do nothing.
yeah.
That's how Penn State reminds me of those guys.
All right. So right now we got one team that belongs in the top 12, and you saying that's
Georgia.
um that's Georgia. Okay, who's
Okay, well,
four?
listen. Okay,
Ohio
okay.
State,
Ohio State's 4. Miami's 5. Miami.
fraudulent. I'm
Ooh,
calling it
yes,
now. I like their
yes.
quarterback. I like the Cam Ward guy. Fraudulent.
They defense ain't
Fraudulent.
gonna
The
hold.
ACC sucks, and they struggling in the ACC.
And that's what I'm saying. They pulling games out in the fourth quarter against these whack teams. So
Man,
they
fraudulent.
not gonna sustain. Yeah.
Quarterback is shown everywhere he go. He balls, so I'm a
Oh, he's a
believer in
baller.
him.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
But his team, nah, I can't.
Mm-mm.
Nah, fraudulent. Are they top 12? We know they're not 5. Are they top 12?
Yes. I'm
You
gonna say
think
yeah.
so?
I'm gonna say listen, I'm gonna say yeah, only because I'm looking at people behind them. And the only team I can think of that's probably better than them behind them is okay, Alabama.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know about LSU. I don't know about
BYU,
BYU could possibly
Iowa
be
State.
Miami. BYU, no.
No.
I don't,
Okay.
but you know what? You know what? You know what? With Iowa State, I gotta see him some more. I
Okay.
barely seen him. So I'll be
Okay.
fair.
Okay. But the thing, and it's the same thing for me too. But there's been a consistency in that program more than it's been at Miami. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put my chips on the
All
consistency.
right.
Same head coach for shit, probably 7, 8, 9 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, they have what they Iowa State has an identity. They are what they are. You know what I'm saying? Miami really they're still establishing who they are because they've been bad for so long, or always lose when it counts. So I would say Iowa State.
Actually, I can see them losing to Tennessee, Notre Dame, BYU, Texas A&M, Clemson, Iowa State,
They
Indiana,
might get a chance to
Alabama.
play Clemson in the ACC championship.
Okay.
We'll figure out if they for real or not, if they number 5 or
Listen,
not.
I can see them lose. See, that's the thing about them. I can see them losing to or beating any one of them teams.
Okay, so you say they're not 5, but they are in the top 12. They should be a top
Yes.
12 team.
They
I
top
get that.
12, top 15
Okay,
type team, but I don't think
okay,
they should be number 5 or whatever they are.
I
Yeah,
got you.
5. Texas at number 6, sure. I think they
Yeah,
probably
they're
could.
top 12 team.
Yeah,
Where
Tennessee
would you
and number.
put them? Would you put them number 2?
I put
Georgia, then Texas.
them. I would have them in number 3 right now.
Who you got as 2?
3 or 4. I gotta say, listen. I'm gonna have. It'd be Georgia, Oregon, Texas, probably. Is how I
Oregon
would
number
put it.
2. Okay. Who's 7? Tennessee.
Tennessee's fraudulent, but yes, Tennessee's is having.
Ooh.
I think they're frauds, and I
Okay.
think that I don't because to me, I feel like to be honest with you, I feel like they should have beat OU worse than that. And I don't think they. So when I saw that game, I said, "Oh, they cool, but they not." Because I know how bad OU is right now, and I'm like, if they
Have you
who,
seen them play lately?
yes,
You have.
yes,
What you think? Okay. What you think about this thought right here? I'm gonna lay something on you. Pause. I think early in the season, Tennessee and Heupel's identity was trying to be the quarterback, which is decent, but you know what I'm saying? I think here the last 2, 3 games, Tennessee has changed their identity to the run game.
yeah,
Because
they
they
have
ran the
to.
ball. They ran the ball on Bama. They ran the ball. And I think if they keep that mind frame, they could be a number 17. But if they try to put it in the quarterback's hands, I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was if they're gonna stick with the run game, I'll say that they 7. But if they're gonna get back to airing it out, I don't even think they top 12.
That's good stuff too, because that's exactly what I was thinking is that I thought they was putting too much on the young quarterback earlier, and that he's not good enough yet. And he's a talent, of course,
Yep, he does some things
but
good, but he ain't
yeah,
ready to
but
carry no team yet.
exactly. And to your point, last game, he still threw the ball 27 times. Listen, he's only 14 for 27, 51 completion percentage, one touchdown, one interception, 194 yards. But the reason why they beat Alabama is because they gave Sampson the ball 26 times. He had
Yep,
139 yards, averaged
yep.
5.3, 2 touchdowns, and a long of 36.
5.3.
And that's what you're supposed to, that's how you win football games in the
Yeah.
SEC.
Like and so like I said,
You
if
see
they
how
gonna
much
stick to
you
that
see how
game
much better
plan,
you see how much better OU looked when they was running the ball in the first half
did they?
last
I didn't
week.
get to see the game.
Oh
I
yeah, yeah,
was
yeah. You didn't get
at
that.
the
But yes,
tournament.
yes.
Yeah.
They was actually running, even though it was Javante Shoestring Barnes who was getting finger tapped, but he actually made somebody miss a couple times.
Hey,
And
but
but they
did the
was
young
running it
boy
though.
fumble?
Oh, yeah, he fumbled. Yes, he did.
Was
That
that a
but
long run?
and he
Because
fumbled on a
we was trying
great.
to watch it while we was driving, and
He
all we
fumbled.
caught was the end of the play, and we didn't
Yeah.
get to see who recovered it or nothing. We get to
Hey,
see who fumbled or anything. It was
it was a
Tatum.
great run. Yeah, it was a great run too. And he fumbled at the end. And I said, so that's his only problem right now. He's got to work on his pass blocking and he got to hold on to the football. Other than that, he's clearly better. He's clearly better. Like, as soon as he touched
Did
the ball,
Sawchuck
you
get
like,
any
oh shit.
carries?
What'd you say?
Sawchuck get any carries?
Nah, Sawchuck didn't even play, fam. He said he got a quad injury. I would too.
I did
Uh,
read that. I did read that. I did read that.
Let's say he had
Man,
that quad down by quad, coach.
who we got at number 8?
At number, oh shoot, somehow I backed out of it. Oh, we go back. Okay, at number 8, we got Notre Dame.
Ah,
Sure. I don't believe in them
fraudulent.
guys. I don't believe in those guys at
Fraudulent.
all. Riley Leonard and
Fraudulent.
them, nah.
Northern Illinois lets me know everything. Everybody slip up, but it shouldn't be the Northern Illinois.
All right, BYU at 9. What you think about BYU? I have not seen them enough to give an accurate description. Have you seen them a little bit? I haven't really peeped them. I know they
A
beat
little
OU,
bit.
I know they beat OSU's ass. That's all I do know. But shout out to the alma mater. Shout out.
Man. I don't think they're number 9, but I do think they're a matchup issue for teams that will be in the top 12.
Okay.
Like I can
All
see
right. That's
BYU
good
possibly
enough.
beating the Miami. You know what
That's
I'm
good
saying?
enough.
I don't think they need to be in the picture. Man, I don't think they're 9, but like I say, I think they could be some teams that are in the top 12. You know what I'm saying? So, and what am I trying to say? No, they're not 9. No, they're not 9.
They're not
They're
dying.
probably like 16 or
Okay,
17
here's the
around
question.
that age.
Okay, do you think they're better than the team behind them, Texas A&M at number 10? They got one loss
All right, man. I'm gonna just be
to
honest.
Notre Dame,
I'm gonna be honest.
right? Didn't they lose Notre Dame?
Yeah,
First game of the
yeah,
season, something like that?
yep, yep.
Yep, yep.
Uh,
Shout
I,
out, gig 'em. Shout out.
I think if A&M plays Notre Dame again, or if they play like right now, I think
Uh,
with the quarterback change,
you think that beat them? Okay. I'm not mad at that.
hey, that kid number
That boy,
10 is
my brother
different.
went there, so I'm always rooting for
Yeah,
A&M.
yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out.
He different. Like without him in the game, I don't think Texas A&M is top 10. When he don't come in the game, LSU win that game.
Okay.
Yeah, so they probably be a top 20 team with the other quarterback, but with him, I think that just shuffled the card. Not saying they're gonna win it or nothing, but that made A&M more dangerous than Notre Dame. So yeah, yeah, Notre Dame, nah, Northern Illinois don't do it for me, man. You can't lose that one.
All right, all right. So you're talking about Marcel Reed. I see.
Yeah, yeah.
He came
He
up there through
came
2
in.
passes, 70 yards. He has a big plays. Okay.
Hey, but they scored every drive he came in, like 5 drives straight.
He
like
ran
4
for 3 touchdowns.
touchdowns.
So,
Yeah, that's man. I'm telling you. I'm
mhm.
telling you, he came in. LSU had no answer for him in the read zone, QB power. Like they ran the quarterback, and man, he put on a show. I don't want to drink the Kool-Aid too early, but I will say they better than Notre Dame.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a difference maker.
Definitely difference maker. So, I guess who else we got? That's it.
We
Clemson,
just talked about A&M. Who's 11 and 12?
Clemson, Iowa State. And I don't believe in neither one of those guys. But like I said, I haven't seen Iowa State that much. I've seen Clemson a little bit.
I would take
Uh,
Iowa State over Clemson. I don't believe
Probably
in
so. I
Clemson's
probably
quarterback
no. You're
play.
probably right. Clemson just
Yeah.
look. I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad Clemson ain't toilet water right now. But uh,
Hey,
I don't think they still
but
no
they playing the
good.
ACC too, though, man. Like they getting away with murder. They go
True.
whoever wins the ACC gonna be fraudulent come to the playoffs, man. That's gonna be a first round loss, whoever they draw.
I know you ain't messing with the ACC.
Can't do it, dog. Can't do it. Won't do it, man. Can't do it. Won't do it. Oh, so that was 11 to 12. So who will be your top five out of the teams? Out of all the teams we named, give your top five order.
What I say? Georgia, Oregon,
Oregon,
Texas,
Texas,
Ohio State,
Ohio State.
and you know what? Just because I mean, oh my God, just because they undefeated Miami, but I don't know, but I don't because I ain't got nobody else. I still think Miami would probably beat Notre Dame.
Yeah,
Oh, I think that'd be a
yeah,
hell
yeah,
of a.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
that'd be a
yeah,
hell of a game, though.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
it'd be a hell
I
of a
would take
game.
Miami. I would take Miami.
So yeah, I'm gonna go. That's my top five. I'm gonna go Georgia, Oregon, Texas, Ohio State, Miami. That'd be my top five right now.
You think Miami can beat Tennessee?
I
I'm sorry,
think
that's my last question.
I think they could give. Yes, I think no. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh, Tennessee running the ball now. Uh, Man, that'd be a hell of a game. That'd be a hell of a
I,
game. That'd be a hell of a game, man. If I had to
I,
just, if I, can't just because of Cam Ward, I put some little money on Miami. Forget it.
okay. I
Uh,
would just, I would say Tennessee's
you got
defense is
Tennessee,
gonna
don't you?
be. Their defense has stopped better offenses in the SEC
I
than the
got you.
defenses that Miami defense got to play against. Because I think Louisville scored over 30 points on them, and a couple of teams, you know what I'm saying, that put up some points with it. It's been
Hmm.
shootouts, and Cam Ward been able to win it. So I wouldn't trust Miami's defense to be able to stop Tennessee's offense. But I
Actually, I
think
feel you.
Tennessee would do a better job defensively versus Miami's offense. So I'll put Tennessee at that fifth spot.
Already, I feel you, man.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. So that's what we got for the top the AP,
12.
the top 12 at least, or the top
Yeah.
25, because anything past that is no point in really talking about those guys. But I'm sure, you know what I mean? So
Classic, dog.
we get
Classic.
back
It
to
is some bad football out there, though. It is.
some bad football, man. But hey, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe button.
Right.
Keep peeping the show. We're gonna keep bringing you the shows as much as we can. We
Yeah.
dropping every day of the week. So when you want to hear about OU, you come right here to Sooner Born, and we gonna make sure you got something to, you know what I mean? We're gonna talk about something. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna
Talk
bring up
about
something. But
stuff.
anyway, that's what it is. Peace and boom sooner.